Good evening, everyone. It's September 26, 2023. I'd like to call the final public hearing on fiscal year 2023-2024 final millage rate and final budget for the South Florida Water Management District to order. First on the agenda is to do the roll call. And we've got some people in the room, some people aren't in the room. Vice Chair Wagner, are you available?
Yes, Mr. Chairman.
Good evening. Mr. Bergeron.
Yes, Mr. Chairman.
Thank you. Mr. Butler.
I'm here, Mr. Chair.
Thank you. Mr. Martinez. Ms. Meads.
Yes, sir, I'm here.
Colonel Roman.
I'm here. Good evening.
Thanks. Mr. Steinley.
I'm here.
And I am here. And Mr. Martinez, are you on? We'll find out when he votes. All right. We're going to do the Pledge of Allegiance now. If you're in the room and you'd like to stand and face the flag with me, I'll lead us in the pledge.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thanks. Welcome, everyone. This is the public hearing on the final millage rates and budget for fiscal year 2023-2024. This meeting is also being live streamed. Board members, that's Mr. Steinley and myself here in person. I'll ask that we make sure our microphone is on and we speak into the mic so that people can hear us. And for those members on Zoom, I can't see you if you raise your hand, so please speak up and say your name if you'd like to be recognized. Members of the public participating remotely who wish to address the board may use the raise your hand feature in Zoom, and if members of the public are having any trouble and need help, staff is available to help you. Call 561-686-8800 and press 6 for IT support, or go to our website at sfwmd.gov and click the Ask Us button at the top of the page. If you're using a phone and you'd like to comment, plus *9 to raise your hand, and *6 to mute or to unmute. And we will be taking public comments first from those who are here in person and submitted a comment card, and we'll follow that up by those who raise their hands on Zoom. Are there any revisions to the agenda, Molly?
Mr. Chairman, there were no revisions to the agenda. However, please note that public comment will be taken as part of item number 6.
Noted, thank you. And we're going to go now and ask the board members and poll them to see if there are any abstentions. Start with Vice Chair Wagner. Do you have any abstentions?
None.
Thank you. Mr. Bergeron?
No.
Mr. Butler?
I have none.
Thank you. Mr. Martinez? Ms. Meads?
None.
Thank you, Mr. Martinez. Mr. Martinez is here. Ms. Meads?
None.
Colonel Roman?
I have none.
Thank you. Mr. Steinley?
None.
And I have none. There are no abstentions. Public comment will be taken as part of item 6. And now Ms. Heater, our Division Director for Administrative Services, will ask you to present agenda items 6 through 12.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. This is the second of 2 public hearings required by Chapter 200 Florida statutes to adopt millage rates and a budget for fiscal year 2023-2024. The first public hearing was held Thursday, September 14th at 5:15 p.m. This evening, staff will request action on 6 resolutions. 4 resolutions for the adoption of the final fiscal year 2023-2024 millage rates. 1 resolution adopting the fiscal year 2023-2024 final budget. And after the adoption of the millage rates and budget, we have 1 final resolution pertaining to the state's general appropriations from the fiscal year 2023-2024 and prior fiscal year's budgets. There are strict statutory guidelines that must be followed in adopting final millage rates and budget. The first substantive issue to be discussed is the millage rates necessary to fund the budget, those rates compared to the rolled back rates, and the specific purposes for which ad valorem tax revenues will be used. As part of our discussion this evening, let's review the history of our agency's millage rates in recent years. The district has reduced its millage rates for 12 consecutive years. As illustrated on the slide for the Okeechobee Basin combined millage rate, during the past 12 years, the combined millage rate has decreased over 63%. Even with maintaining the same millage rates, being greater than the calculated rolled back rates, the district's millage rates are still at the lowest rates since the district was created in the 1970s. The rates being proposed this evening are the same as those adopted by the Governing Board September 14th at the tentative budget public hearing. Therefore, the final South Florida Water Management District millage rates are as follows. District-wide, 0.0948 mil. By maintaining the same millage rate, this equates to an 11.53% increase, or 98 cents per $100,000 of taxable value, over the calculated rolled back millage rate of 0.0850. By maintaining the same millage rate, this also represents a 21.59% decrease in the district-wide millage rate over the past 5 years. Big Cypress Basin, 0.0978 mil. By maintaining the same millage rate, this equates to an 11.52% increase, or $1 per $100,000 of taxable value, over the calculated rolled back millage rate of 0.0877. By maintaining the same millage rate, this also represents a 20.55% decrease in the Big Cypress Basin millage rate over the past 5 years. Okeechobee Basin, 0.1026 mil. By maintaining the same millage rate, this equates to an 11.52% increase, or $1.06 per $100,000 of taxable value, over the calculated rolled back millage rate of 0.0920. By maintaining the same millage rate, this also represents a 21.68% decrease in the Okeechobee Basin millage rate over the past 5 years. Everglades Construction Project, 0.0327. By maintaining the same millage rate, this equates to an 11.6% increase, or 34 cents per $100,000 of taxable value, over the calculated rolled back millage rate of 0.0293. By maintaining the same millage rate, this also represents a 21.58% decrease in the Everglades Construction Project millage rate over the past 5 years. The total combined Big Cypress Basin millage rate of 0.1926 mil in the Big Cypress Basin, Collier, and a small portion of mainland Monroe counties, these rates represent $19.26 per $100,000 of taxable value. The total combined Okeechobee Basin millage rate of 0.2301 mil in the Okeechobee Basin, 15 of 16 counties, these rates represent $23.01 per $100,000 of taxable value. The district proposes maintaining the current millage rate to ensure mission-critical functions continue and support operations and maintenance of new and existing infrastructure within both basins of the district. The specific purposes for which ad valorem tax revenues are being increased are to support operations and maintenance of existing infrastructure and new Everglades restoration projects, to align recurring expenses with recurring revenues, and fund additional costs of operations, maintenance, monitoring, land, and vegetation management of existing infrastructure and completed SERP, restoration strategies, and Northern Everglades projects turned over to operations. Mr. Chairman, I turn the meeting back over to you prior to considering the next 4 resolutions on the millage rates.
Well, thank you, Ms. Heater. Ms. Brown, as part of the governing board discussion and consideration of the 6 resolutions on the agenda, do we have public comments or questions pertaining to millage rates on the budget?
We do, Mr. Chairman. We have one public comment from Scott Hunt.
Not pertaining to the village. Is that
Thank you, Mr. Hunt.
my Mine's not pertaining. I didn't catch if you were calling me to talk about the millage or not the millage.
Yeah, our public comment tonight is if you have any questions for us about the millage rate and our budget, if it pertains to that, you're more than welcome to comment. If you want to hold off, you're more than welcome to hold off to the next regular governing board meeting.
I would sure like to speak, but it's not about the millage.
If you're here, go ahead. You can speak.
Okay. Thank you. I appreciate that. My name is Scott Hunt. I live in River Oak Acres adjacent to the Kissimmee River in Okeechobee. I'm here today because the Lower Kissimmee Stormwater Treatment Area project is going to create a tremendous hazard for aircraft flying into Okeechobee and an extreme hazard for the pilots of River Oak Acres and Sunset Strip Air Park. The FAA has an advisory circular that says you shouldn't build this type of facility within 5 miles of the airport operations area. At the county commission meeting in August, EIP's Kyle Graham told us the STA was outside that zone. This was a lie. As best we can tell, this project was contrived in Tallahassee. EIP shelled out millions of dollars for land without any agreements that were known to the public. Buying an enormous tract of land without any agreement or contract is extremely presumptuous. I just recently watched a video of the December 9th, 2021 meeting where you awarded the contract to EIP. In her presentation, Mrs. Jennifer Reynolds told you that the company had already done much of the Part 1A and possibly Part 1B work on the contract, but had not been paid yet. So they expended a few $1 million worth of work with no contract in hand. This is extremely presumptuous. More recently, I found a promotional video online promoting this project. In the video and in the description, it states that the contract was awarded in December 2021. The problem with this video is that it was uploaded to the hosting site on December 6th, 3 days before you voted on the contract on December 9th. Let me say that again. The video was uploaded 3 days before you voted. This is extremely presumptuous, and it gets better. Finally, if you watch the video closely, you can see where it states that not only did you vote, but you voted unanimously as you would vote 3 days later. Do you know how bad this looks? If you would like to see the video for yourself, and maybe the board members watching at home, you can see it at vimeo.com. That's vimeo.com/653-890-877. I would take a look before the company takes it down, and I've got a copy of the screenshot that shows that for your reference. I'll leave that with Mr. Bartlett. In the coming weeks, we'll be launching a campaign to educate you about the hazards that this project is creating. The aviation world will be watching. And finally, I just want to say that none of us in Okeechobee would ever do something that would create a hazard to you or your family like what this project is about to do to us. So, and the last thing I would say is Mr. Bartlett had an agreement with our commissioner at the August 29 meeting to allow Okeechobee County on the agenda to give a presentation, not just a 3-minute window. So we're still looking forward to seeing that on the agenda. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Hunt. Mr. Chairman, we have no additional public comments.
Thanks, Ms. Brown. Are there any board members who have comments or questions before we move on to consider the resolutions? Hearing none, board members, we're going to be voting on each resolution separately. I'm going to perform a roll call vote on each resolution, and we'll have Ms. Heater proceed.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Resolution 2023-0923, adopting the district-wide final millage rate of 0.0948 mil within the Okeechobee Basin and Big Cypress Basin of the South Florida Water Management District for fiscal year 2023-2024.
Thanks, Ms. Heater. Are there any board member comments or questions on this? Someone like to make a motion?
I'll make a motion.
Mr. Chairman, Butler, second.
I have a motion and a second on Resolution 2023-0923. I'm going to If there's no further discussion, I'm going to call that question. I'll start with Vice Chair Wagner,
Yes.
Mr. Bergeron,
Yes.
Mr. Butler,
Yes.
Mr. Martinez,
Yes.
Ms. Meads,
Yes.
Colonel Roman,
Yes.
Mr. Steinle.
Yes.
I'm going to vote yes, and that passes unanimously.
Resolution 2023-0924, adopting the Big Cypress Basin final millage rate of 0.0978 mil within the Big Cypress Basin of the South Florida Water Management District for fiscal year 2023-2024.
Thanks, Ms. Heater. Are there any board members who have comments or questions on this item? If not, could I have a motion?
Make a motion for resolution number 2023-0924.
Is there a second?
I'll second. This is Charlotte.
Thank you. I have a motion by Mr. Steinle, a second by Colonel Roman for 2023-0924. Is there further discussion? Hearing none, I'll call that question. Vice Chair Wagner,
Yes.
Mr. Bergeron,
Yes.
Mr. Butler,
Yes.
Mr. Martinez,
Yes.
Ms. Meads,
Yes.
Colonel Roman,
Yes.
Mr. Steinle.
Yes.
I'll vote yes, and that passes unanimously.
Resolution 2023-0925, adopting the Okeechobee Basin final millage rate of 0.1026 mil within the Okeechobee Basin of the South Florida Water Management District for fiscal year 2023-2024.
Thanks, Ms. Heater. Are there any board members who have comments or questions? Can I have a motion on that?
Make a motion, resolution number 2023-0925.
Is there a second?
This is Cheryl.
One at a time?
I'll second it.
Thank you, Mr. Bergeron. I have a motion by Mr. Steinle, a second by Mr. Bergeron for Resolution 2023-0925. Is there further discussion by the board? Hearing none, I'll call that question. Vice Chair Wagner,
Yes.
Mr. Bergeron.
Yes.
Thank you, Mr. Butler.
Yes.
Ms. Martinez.
Yes.
Thank you, Ms. Meads.
Yes.
Colonel Roman.
Yes.
Mr. Steinle.
Yes.
And I'm going to vote yes, that passes unanimously.
Resolution 2023-0926, adopting the Everglades Construction Project final millage rate of 0.0327 mil within the Okeechobee Basin of the South Florida Water Management District for fiscal year 2023-2024.
Thank you, Ms. Heater. Are there any board member comments or questions on this? Is there a motion?
Make a motion for resolution number 2023-0926.
Is there a second?
I'll second. That's Charlotte.
Thank you. I have a motion by Mr. Steinle, a second by Colonel Roman on 2023-0926. Is there further discussion? Hearing none, I'll call that question. Vice Chair Wagner,
Yes.
Mr. Bergeron,
Yes.
Mr. Butler,
Yes.
Mr. Martinez,
Yes.
Ms. Meads,
Yes.
Colonel Roman,
Yes.
Mr. Steinle.
Yes.
I'm going to vote yes, and that passes unanimously.
This portion of the presentation pertains to the fiscal year 2023-2024 final budget amount of $1,226,876,797 to be considered tonight for both revenues and expenditures. First, I'd like to highlight the changes that have been made to the budget from the tentative budget hearing. The budget has increased by $79.8 million from $1,147 million to $1,226.8 million. The majority of the changes are related to appropriated state revenues. We added new state appropriations approved by the Legislative Budget Commission and included reconciliation of prior year appropriations. The district also received $3.6 million pertaining to the state missions supporting Hurricane Ian debris removal in Lee County. In addition to the changes that impacted the bottom line illustrated on this slide, there were some administrative line item changes which are included as part of the detailed line item budget posted on the web. The pie charts to the left illustrate the revenues, ad valorem at 27% and state sources at 60%, which make up 87% of the revenues for the district. The pie chart to the right illustrates projected expenses by program, of which 90% of the budget continues to support restoration and operations and maintenance. Mr. Chair, I turn the meeting back over to you.
Thanks, Ms. Heater. Are there any board members who have comments or questions on this resolution? Hearing none, could I have a motion?
Make a motion for resolution number 2023-0927.
Is there a second?
I'll second. This is Charlotte.
Thank you. I have a motion by Mr. Steinle, a second by Colonel Roman on 2023-0927. Is there further discussion? Hearing none, we'll call that question. Vice Chair Wagner.
Yes.
Mr. Bergeron.
Yes.
Mr. Butler.
Yes.
Mr. Martinez.
Yes.
Ms. Meads.
Yes.
Colonel Roman.
Yes.
Mr. Steinle.
Yes.
I'm going to vote yes. That passes unanimously.
Thank you. In the final resolution tonight, staff presents for consideration Resolution 2023-0928. To recognize the General Appropriations Act and prior appropriations as enacted by the legislature of the state of Florida and subsequent budget amendment authorized by the Legislative Budget Commission pursuant to Chapter 216 Florida statutes in the South Florida Water Management District's fiscal year 2023-2024 adopted budget, authorizing the Executive Director of the South Florida Water Management District or designee to execute funding agreements with the Florida Department of Environmental Protection and to request distribution, transfer, release, advance, and reimbursement of funds through September 30th, 2024.
Thanks, Ms. Heater. Does anyone have any questions on that? If not, could I have a motion?
Motion for resolution number 2023-0928.
Is there a second?
I'll second it.
Mr. Bergeron seconds. Mr. Steinle makes the motion. Is there further discussion on 2023-0928? Hearing none, I'll call that question. Vice Chair Wagner.
Yes.
Mr. Bergeron.
Yes.
Mr. Butler.
Yes.
Mr. Martinez.
Yes.
Ms. Meads.
Yes.
Colonel Roman.
Yes.
Mr. Steinle.
Yes.
I'm going to vote yes, and that passes unanimously. Ms. Heater, you're recognized.
Thank you, thank you. I do want to conclude with my portion of the presentation by thanking, the governing board as well as leadership, but most of all staff, budget staff and finance staff, and that have gotten us to this point. So, thank you.
Well, thank you. You don't have to thank the governing board. We don't do a whole lot on this one, but you all do. Thanks very much. I know it's a lot of work, and I know you put a ton of time into it. This is a great budget, and it's going to take good care of us this year. You heard last governing board meeting, Mr. Bartlett laid out what we have in front of us this year, so it's going to be a busy one. We're looking forward to it, and thank you all very much for putting in the late hours and making it such a good budget. If we have nothing further, I'm going to adjourn the meeting. Thanks.